Then when they have this chicken flu, then chicken gone. When chicken gone, egg will go. But they still have a lot of egg after no chicken. Wow. What egg is that? It's a man eggs, not chicken egg. China is very, very innovative people. They can come up with plastic rice. We want to take rice away, swallowing plastic. It really makes us get, how can we human don't get crazy? We're eating crazy food. Anyhow, brother and sister, Allah have alert all the early prophet about the last prophet. Allah also told them that if they live to see Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if they were alive when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was born, and when he surfaced, all of them should follow him because he is my last messenger. He was chosen by Allah to be the best example. لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رَسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. As a man, as a businessman, he never lie, he never cheat. He don't sell what you call, they said he don't sell false product. All original. He's not greedy. That's why people love to buy things from him. He is the best youth when he was young. From young, he never showed disrespect the elders. He always respect the elders. And he's always very helpful, especially to help the elders. Very kind, loving, and very caring person. He don't waste time when he was young. He do a lot of good thing because Allah have guided him. Then he got married. He was the best husband, where his wife loved him so much that she was the billionaire at that time. She gave all her property to the husband. He know this man will never lie, cheat, betray her. Allahu Akbar. He was a father. And you look how good father he is. He loved his children. Guide them. Now I want to show you how he loved Fatima. The only child that survived after him is Fatima. After Fatima was married to Ali, you have been a wife now. You have to serve the husband. She cook, she wash, she do a lot of housework. To what extent she was very, very tired. And she was asking her husband to get her a maid, a helper. Ali don't know what to say. Then while they were resting one night, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the father of Fatima, came. And when Fatima seek the permission from the father to have a maid, the father said to Fatima, do you want me to teach you something that is better than that? Of course. But why did Fatima ask? If anybody will have time to read the story of Fatima, please read. She's a very young lady. But her hand is not like your hand or my hand. Her hand was so rough because she worked so hard. Carry water from the well with the rope and the pail. I don't think any of our helper do like her. Not us, our helper, our maid. She worked so hard, cleaning, cooking, carrying things. What a man should do, Fatima was doing it. Of course, being a human, you feel pity for, if today you see your wife work so hard, you say, please take rest. I better employ somebody. And we sayang ma. Who don't sayang their loved one? Today our children also, we don't want them to work anymore. Hey, don't have to clean any, don't have to wash. We get somebody and do that. You just eat, sleep, drink, be a boss, young boss. Because we love them so much. Did Rasulullah dislike his daughter Fatima? Is the most beloved daughter. Allahu Akbar. Try to go to her lifestyle. And if the father said, you don't need a maid, she accept. And it's so true. What she wants is, she wants to be very close to the father. She wants to be close to the father. And when the Prophet was dying, she said, Father, make dua that after you leave me, I will be the next to follow. I don't want to depart from you for too long. After you go back to Allah, I cannot stop it. It's Allah's will. Pray for me that I will be the fastest and nearest to you. I will come. Allah Kabul. After 6 months, the Prophet death, Fatima passed away. And she is one of the best women. Among the best women, Asiya, the wife of Pharaoh, Maryam, the mother of Jesus, Aisha, Khadija, and Fatima. The Prophet was the best example as a person, as a teenager, as a businessman, as a husband, as a father, and as a leader. Allahu Akbar. Never one the feeling of greed come to him. He have all the right to have everything. Like how the other king live, he can have that kind of comfort life, but he choose to be the servant of Allah Rabbul Alameen. Our lifestyle today, brother and sister, we are living in the comfort zone more than our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It's a ni'mah. I don't say you can't, but don't forget Allah's ni'mah. Don't be ungrateful to God, who have provided for all of us. And that's why Allah wants us to follow Him, because He was the last. As a teenager, there's an example from him. As a businessman, there is an example from him. As a husband, he can be your example. As a father, look at him. Everything you can look at. One man, you are safe. Allah says, الذين يتبعون الرسول النبي الأمي الذي يجدونه مكتوبا عندهم في التوراة والإنجيل يأمرهم بالمعروف وينهاهم عن المنكر ويحل لهم الطيبات ويحرم عليهم الخبائث ويدع عنهم إصرهم والأغلال التي كانت عليهم فالذين آمنوا به وعزروه ونصروه واتبعوا النور الذي أنزل معه أولئك هم المفلحون. How true the word of Allah. Those who follow the messenger. Now this messenger that Allah is referring to is not the 300 over messenger, is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, unlettered prophet. the unique part of this man, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah purposely chose him from the unlettered one, meaning a person who cannot read, cannot write. What is the wisdom behind that? To show you that he did not come up with his own book. He is not the writer of the Quran. If you are smart, people can say, oh, because you are a smart guy, so you gather something here, something, and you come up with your own religion. No, 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 no. I know nothing except what Allah conveyed to me, what Allah revealed to me. He was an unlettered prophet, whom they find mentioned in what they have in the Old Testament, the Torah, and the Injil, the Gospel, is mentioned. That's why when the Torah talk about the last prophet, the coming last prophet, from where? From the land of Bakkah. Where is the land of Bakkah? Is Mecca. Then the people of the book, the people who read Torah, they have migrated to this part of the world. That is why you can see the Jew, the Christian in the Middle East, in Medina, some part of Mecca. Because they know that the last messenger is going to come from there. So they migrated there. Why they migrate there? Brother and sister, can you share with me? Why do they migrate there? Yeah. Why must they migrate there? They just can stay where they are and wait for the prophet to come. They migrated there because they have that kind of ideas that the last messenger will come within them, from their tribe. So now they have to migrate there and stay there so that somebody will give birth among their people, and the last messenger is from the Bani Israel. That's why they migrated there. It's not because the country there is greener than in Palestine. No, Palestine is more greener. There are more fruit in Palestine than in the land of Mecca. Land of Mecca started with zero life. No human lived there. Then Allah blessed this piece of land until today. And that's why Allah said, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was unlettered prophet, whom they find mentioned in their book Torah and Injil. And his duty is he command them to do all the right thing, amal ma'aruf. That is the duty, the mission of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He's not here to please you. He's not here to try to get anything in return. He is here to remind you, to invite you to do what is good. And what is good is what when Allah said is good, not what He say is good. And forbid them from doing wrong thing. And what is wrong, you must stay away. Not what He say is wrong. No, no, no. What God said is wrong, you must stay away. Amal ma'ruf, nahi anil munkar. This was his mission, and this is the mission of all of us today. We have to carry the same mission, because there's no prophet after him. So the responsibility is on us, and that's why we become the best nation, because we carry out the mission of the best prophet. If you don't do this, then you are not qualified to be the best. You have to participate. You have to get involved. to do this, brothers and sisters, please remember, our license is from Allah. Why you do this? Allah called me to do. I have to do. I'm a Muslim. I believe in Him. Khalas. Nobody can stop you. But you must have proof that what you say is right. That's all. This is God's word. Must I get a license to convey God's word? Who are you to stop me? Must all the prophets seek a permission, to talk about Allah? Who want to give you? And Allah Rabbul Alameen, who created all of us in the best form, and He wants to give us the best food, so He command His prophet to tell them to eat and to drink what is lawful for them. يُحِلُّ لَهُمُ الطَّيِّبَاتِ, to tell them that anything that is good for you, Allah will make it good. وَيُحَرِّمُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْخَبَائِثِ, and Allah will forbid things that do not bring benefit to you. Anything that is bad. And He makes the evil thing forbidden. Now Allah used the term here not in the form of just food and drink. Khaba'is. وَيُحَرِّمُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْخَبَائِثِ, I forbid them anything that is filthy. وَيُحَرِّمُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْخَبَائِثِ, anything khaba'ith. You know what is khaba'ith, brothers and sisters? Khaba'ith can come from anywhere. If you know that this kind of meat, there is a farm that is feeding the cow or the sheep with all the filthy food, then you know how is their feeding. Don't eat. Min al-khaba'is. You want to eat good meat. You want to drink good milk. The best milk is mother's milk. The mother's milk, to produce good milk, you must eat good quality food. A balanced kind of diet so that you have a balanced kind of quality. You want to take cow's meat, beef, mutton, you feed them with good food. Then they produce good meat. But now you may have halal animal, but the feeding is bad. Khaba'is. And you know, if you do not know, alhamdulillah. I think most of us do not know. And that's good. That's why we are eating. What people prepare, alhamdulillah, bismillah, tawakkal Allah. But if you are exposed to what people is doing behind your back, it so happen you are there. I think those who are feeding all this animal with all the khaba'is, I don't think they eat. Is for what? Export. They also don't want to eat. And they give a good brand. Brooke Canning, colorful word. And we love color. You want to the meat to look red, they put some kind of coloring and it become red. Now everything is astaghfirullah al-azim. You look in the market today, the wet market. Alhamdulillah, maybe Malaysia is still safe from that. I don't know where. You see, sometimes the YouTube is sending, a lot of people are sending YouTube to us. You remember even Malaysia, when they are selling durian, you remember your YouTube viral, the durian? While they are packing the durian, what do they do? What do they do? Some they put chemical, some what they do? They spit in the durian. Why? Maybe you have somebody told them, maybe you recite something and then there's some Mount Barakah. When people eat this durian, they'll come back again. They are addicted to your durian. Crazy. And that's why in the time of Umar ibn Khattab, when the people have open market, no, his time they have open market, like what we said, night market. They don't ask money from them, tax here, tax there. They don't. People are doing halal business. Why must you tax them? Why must you make life difficult? They have to survive. Encourage them to do the right business. The only thing he will check on them, do you know the rule of doing business? You don't have to ask for permission. Do you know the rule of business? You cannot lie. You cannot cheat. What is good, you must say is good. What is rotten, you must say rotten, so that it's up to the buyer. If they want to buy the rotten one, it's cheaper, then it's okay. You cannot lie and cheat while doing business. If you know the rule, go. But then, of course, he also have his eyes everywhere to monitor that when you weigh your food, you don't cheat the scale. It's haram. Cheating is haram. That's why the Prophet said, "Man ghasha falaysa minna." Whoever cheat while doing business, he is not one of us. You see, if you follow the Prophet, when you know the character he's teaching and you follow, you find yourself so peaceful. You don't lie, you don't cheat anybody, you don't feel guilty, and the people also feel so good when they buy things from you. That is what we want. Today we don't know. Today is you call a Grab car, he's let you know how much. Uber, how much. Taxi, sometimes we don't know. How much from here to here? 10 ringgit. They look at it. When your slang different, they know you are not here. When you are not here, they are going to slaughter you now already. No mercy. And then they thought you so far he just bring you can come to our center from the LRT here so close, maybe 3 ringgit collar, $10. Why you go and lie to these people? You got your meter, use the meter, meter rosak. Then you better stop driving. See how crazy? You want to promote tourism, make sure the people, your lineup, all this run, the frontliner, all must be people of amanah. Allahu Akbar. We have failed, brothers and sisters, because we do not follow the Prophet's sunnah. We don't care. And the Prophet was sent to relieve them of their burden and the chain that were upon them. We were tied up. We have been controlled by our desire, by the tradition, everything. Now a Prophet will be sent to you and free you from all this to be the servant of Allah. And fear no one except Allah. Before you fear this, you fear that. You fear for nothing. Yeah. So those who will believe in Him. Now Allah is telling us, those who believe in Him, respect Him. Alhamdulillah, we do respect our Prophet. How do you show respect? By following his teaching. Whatever he say is something that you must honor, not to entertain the saying of anyone more than the saying of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. La tuqaddimu bayna yadayillah wa rasulih. Allah said, don't ever put the word of anybody ahead of what Allah said in His book and what was said by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because their saying is guided, our saying is not guided. My opinion. Your opinion is not important, but your feeling. I'm not here to talk about your feeling. I want to talk about what is right and what is wrong. But today, we still opinion, feeling. When you talk about feeling, when you cook, you can put a lot of feeling, no problem. That's why the best food is what? Where can you get the best food? Home. Allahu Akbar. Evils is very simple, basic, but the best food is the home cooked food. No commercial value, cooked out of love. MashaAllah. I know when my mother cooked, I enjoy her food. Only because she loved to cook for us. But then our taste bud, our children's taste buds have changed. When the grandmother is preparing food the best, the grandchildren don't know how to eat. And the grandmother will come and put everything on their plate. The grandchildren will look at their grandma. I say, don't. Yeah, hurt your grandma. Don't ever say, I don't like. Don't. She has spent so much time preparing the best things. She sweat in the kitchen for all of us. She was very happy to serve us, and you are going to say you don't like? When they look at me, I say, relax. When your grandma go there, I will help you. Yeah, sometimes you also cannot force your children to eat something they can't eat. And if they are not going to eat, when the grandma comes, the grandma will be very upset. So you must take care of the grandma's feelings. She means well, her food is very tasty. Because she cook out of love. You know, when you cook at home, the mother, that feeling you don't get in any restaurant. Restaurant, they will kill you. They put sugar. You ask for this meat, they put more onion than the meat. So you are ordering meat, not onion. They give you more onion. Example, sometimes you must be very careful. Tell your people, don't try to do all these things to your customer. Give them the best. You want to charge them, but give them the best. You have the right to charge them. Support him. You respect him by following his teaching. Support him, that means whatever he wants you to do, do. His mission, amal ma'ruf nahi munkar. You must carry on the same mission. Follow the light that was sent down with him. Follow the light. What is the light? The light is the truth. And the truth is bitter. The truth don't follow you and me, brothers and sisters. The truth stands by itself. وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَهْقَ الْبَاطِلِ إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا. Say to them, when the truth comes, falsehood will vanish. But the truth must be upheld. You must fight for the truth. Nothing but the truth. Fight for justice. If you can't get justice, you have to fight for justice. Either you get your justice here or you get the justice in the hereafter. You want to die, you die for a what? For a what? You die for a good cause. You do not want to die for nothing. I want to die. I choose how to die. I want to die for a good cause. Do something good. And that is very important. When you want to do something good, again, good don't follow you and me. Good is to please Allah. What Allah wants you to do, you will do for the sake of Allah. How to do it? You follow the best man, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then you will have the good one. And you will have a good ending. And that's why Allah said, whoever do that, respect him, his teaching. Support him, but whatever he's doing, keep on. The same mission. Follow the light. Then all of us will end to be the truly successful one. We all want to be successful here and the hereafter. And it's not difficult. Just follow one man. One man. and follow one commandment, the commandment of Allah. Is that difficult? If you have so many bosses, it's difficult. One God, and one great teacher, a prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How can we be wrong? How can we be so divided? How can we are so confused until today when talk about religion? Because we entertain a lot of saying. What they say, what this group say, what I feel, what I'm going to say. You entertain a lot of things. At the end of the day, you get confused. Here we don't expose you to that because there is no value in entertaining the saying of anybody. You do what God wants you to do. He's the creator, the all-knowing, all-seeing. You will never go wrong. It may contradict your desire for free yourself. Free yourself. The Prophet is here to free us from the servant of our desire, our feeling to be the servant of Allah Rabbul Alamin. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. And Allah said, we do not created the jinn and human except for them to know us, to serve us, and to worship Allah Rabbul Alamin. Jabir bin Abdullah, the companion of the prophets. Jabir, he was a Muslim, and his father also a Muslim, because they are sometimes they are reverts. Yeah? So son become a Muslim, father are not Muslim, father are pagans. Reported that once Omar bin al-Khattab radiallahu anhu, Omar bin al-Khattab took a sheet of the Torah from a Jew and started reading from it in front of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. They found some writing, so he took up and read what was written in the Torah in front of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu. The Prophet sallallahu became very upset and said to Omar, do you have doubts about what I taught you, O son of Khattab? Now the Prophet is talking to Omar. By the one who has my soul in his hand. That means in the hand of Allah, I, Prophet Muhammad, brought this religion to you clear and pure. If my brother, now the Prophet consider all the prophets is like a brother to each other. If my brother Musa alayhi salam kana hayyan, were alive today, he would have no choice but to follow me. Meaning, if Musa is alive today, he will not read the Torah. He will read the last testament, the Quran. Because this is what Allah wants them to do. So now what we are trying to tell you, brothers and sisters, if you want to read any books, this is reading Torah, not any other books. If you still want to read, you read, but not as a reference book. Our reference book is the Quran and the saying of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that's why the Prophet said, "Taraktu fikum amran lan tadillu bihi ma tamassaktum bihi amran bayyina." I have nothing to leave behind for all of you, O my ummah, except two. The thing that I'm going to leave behind for you to inherit is something amran bayinan, a very clear, right, straightforward order, commandment. Whoever hold fast to this book, he will never turn astray. Nobody can misguide you anymore. One, you hold to the pure and clear reference book of Islam, Kitab Allah wa Sunnatul Rasul, the book of Allah and my Sunnah. Today you see a lot of Muslims until today still, when you talk about Islam, they don't quote the verses of Allah. When they talk about anything, they say the people do this, scholars say, scholar. Where is the saying of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Are you telling us the scholar know better than Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam about Islam? He is closer to God than Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Of course, no. So if not, then why don't you show us what the Prophet say? Is that easy, brothers and sisters? Easy, very easy. Today, a lot of people who try to convince you of what they say and what they want you to do, you know what they will refer to? Please share with me, brothers and sisters. Normally, what do they refer to? Yeah? Again? State rules. This is from the higher authority. Who is higher than Allah? But I'm talking about normal scholar, asatis, so-called ustaz, du'at. When they talk to you about something and then, oh, we should do this. No, we should not entertain this and entertain that. Normally, how do they refer their reference? When you ask them a question, what normally they will say? Yeah? Come on. Yeah, the brother will say some word. Maybe fatwa. Yeah? Maybe mazhab. Some more? Yeah. The one who want to confuse you, the one who want to stop you from questioning them. You know what they say? Jumhur ulama. Jumhur means the majority of the. Hey, quote me the name of this ulama. Don't say ulama, and you just say any name. You don't sell people's name. We also want to know what kind of ulama you are referring to. We also want to know, are they real ulama known to the Muslim ummah, or is just known to you? We also want to know. A real scholar will be known to majority of the good practicing Muslim. It's not say, oh, because this group, I like them, this is the group I'm talking. No. You must have evidence. Religion don't belong to this group. I hope Allah protect us from further fitna. What is going to happen to the masjid in the future, we don't know. Good scholar is not being allowed to talk in the masjid of Allah. People who have reference from Quran and Sunnah was not allowed to talk. People with drum is going into the mosque now. Later on, there will be a lot of sound, a lot of music. It's not coming out from the pub, from the mosque. We don't know what's going to happen. You want to worship Allah, so simple. You want to zikir, just zikir. You don't have to jump. You don't have to shake the whole body. You want to do, you go to the club. Yeah. And you go to the aerobic class, no problem. Something is out of control. It's coming. It was not there because of the weakness of our iman. We are opening up the door for all this fitan to come in. If you know what I'm sharing with you, brother and sister, we have to do something. We have to send messages, write, alert them what is going on. What is going to happen to this ummah? Do you know what you are saying? We want the scholar to sit down and discuss this matter in depth. We have to safeguard the teaching of the Prophet ﷺ. Are you saying that following other than the way of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, you get closer to God? There's no way for you to get closer to Allah without following the messenger. Even Allah has put a condition. Allah said, "Qul in kuntum tuhibbunallah fattabi'uni yuhibbukumullah." Whoever says he loves Allah, he have no choice but to follow the way of one man, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. No. But today we are so far away from the guidance of the book. Anything when you talk about Islam, we don't refer back to what Allah said. We refer to what the people say. This is where things start to go wrong. But if you cannot change the situation, what should you do, brother and sister? If you cannot change the environment, what should you do? You have to save your own soul. That's what we have to do. The least that we can do. You cannot change the environment. Don't let the environment change you. That's all. You must be strong. Be like the fish in the ocean. The seawater is salty, but the fish do not turn salty until you put salt. So may Allah protect us, especially our children. We do not know what's going to happen. But the Prophet have made it very clear, only two things can save us, the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. You will never turn as a falanta dillu bihi abada. Forever, if you hold to the Quran and Sunnah wherever you go, nobody can turn you astray anymore. Because you are guided. You are protected by the light of Allah and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Brothers and sisters, we hope that we will try our best to follow the way of the Prophet. I know we cannot follow him 100%. I don't think we can. But we should try to follow what he wants us to do first. Yeah, at least what he wants us to do. What the Prophet wants us to do is always something very basic, very simple, and is easy. Because the Prophet have said, Yassiru wala tu'assiru. Make it easy. Make it simple. Don't make it difficult. Bashiru wala tunaffiru. Yeah, meaning you must develop the love. Don't just talk about, don't push people away. Yeah, don't let them run away from you. But let them come closer to you. Make it easy. That's why I was talking to the people in Jakarta. Yeah, I said, you are from the Mu'allaf, on the way from one mosque to another mosque, after I was giving the khutbah Jummah there. Yeah. 1, 2, the driver, and the one who sit beside the driver, front seat, the one beside me, and 2 more persons. All of them are rewards. 3 days, 3 months, yeah, 3 weeks, all are rewards. And then they brought to me a sister, also just 3 days reward. 3 days, the sister. Young girl. And the brother called me to hold the Quran and just open any page and let her read. Just 3 days. She can read the Quran. Yes, knowledge is for the seeker. If you look for it, you'll get it. And then while we're in the car, the elder brother was saying to the younger one, you how many days? 3 months. Please read the Quran. Read the Quran. You know, you see the sister 3 days, he can read the Quran, and you brothers 3 months, and you still can't read the Quran. Oh, he was very upset. No, the elders were very upset. Now I just have to calm him down, cushion up again. I would want to put pressure on these young people. I said, you try your best, because you do not know how important the book of Allah. Read. Try your best to read. May Allah make it easy for you. Yeah. So what I'm going to end, brothers and sisters, today is, please try to do your level best to follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. If you do not know, ask, don't be quiet. Don't make your own conclusion. Just be humble, ask, and when you know, do it. And you can double confirm and check with the scholars that you refer to, am I doing the right thing? Now, you may have the right knowledge, but are you doing the right thing? There is also another thing you must check. You must have a scholar to monitor your action, because if not, then you may do something and nobody is there to correct you. Prophet Muhammad, he was very, very alert about all these things. When he says something, and if the the companion have understood the message, he monitored them while they are doing that thing. And if they make a mistake, immediately he rectified. That's how they become so good. Because you have somebody to keep on reminding them, supervise them. We today, we don't have. You are with me for 1-2 hours. After that, you are by yourself. You are in a different environment. If you have people who are always there to guide you, alhamdulillah. If not, then whatever you learn, just gone with the wind. And wait for another Sunday. And then after that, gone with the wind again. We don't want that to happen, inshallah. Yeah? Make sure that you're in a jama'ah, because to enter paradise, you need to enter paradise with jama'ah. It's good. If you go there alone, you don't enjoy. It's like you go and eat 5-star hotel alone. You go for buffet alone. I don't think you enjoy eating. Where you see the other area, their friend, they can talk to. You only talk to your food. I don't think you enjoy this kind of food. You need company, good company. May Allah bless us. If there's no question, now we open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Those who have this book, yeah, go through. Yeah. Don't worry if you go twice, third time. Keep on reading. Yeah. Those who don't have, you can buy it and start to collect all the other books, yeah, concerning the article of faith about Iman. Question from the sisters? Nam, sister says, there's a mic. Can you pass the mic back? Somebody? Can you pass the mic to the sister behind? Sister Saliza?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Two questions. First, perhaps you can give some idea. How do we tell people if we invite to join Perfecting My Solah course? Okay, and of course we will tell that it's according to the Sunnah and all. But what if they say, oh, my father is a scholar. It's like father, you know, my father is a scholar. My father is the professor at university and so on. But we know that we've seen that the way they solat is not according to the Sunnah. So maybe you can share with us.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
And secondly, what is your view based on Hadith, Quran and Sunnah about the recent event that happens in Masjid Al-Aqsa? Okay, that's all. Thank you, Ustaz.
About what is happening in the Middle East, Al-Aqsa, Syria,
the one that's happening in Masjid Al-Aqsa recently.
What happened lately? The last happening?
Where the Muslims were
stopped from entering
from Salat to perform their solah at the masjid.
It's a great fitna. A great fitna that open up to the world to see what kind of people we are dealing with. Do you think that we should support this kind of people who stop you your right to practice what you believe? In the world today, nobody has the right to do that. Where is the freedom, of speech, the freedom of choice? Yeah? Where is the human rights? Why? The Muslims have no rights? Only other people have rights and we don't have rights? This is to tell us that what God has said about this group of people is true. They are arrogant. They don't have self-respect to other people. They thought they are the chosen one. They don't treat us like human. They are the only human being. We are just like cattle and animals. They can do anything they like. The latest statement that I received from Turkey, it was a very beautiful statement from the leader of Turkey. He said, what is the function of UN? Where is the peacemaker? Where are they? When our children is being killed, our elders is being killed, our right is being taken away, we will stop by praying in the holy land that we believe in. Where is the peacemaker? And you still trust them? It's a wake-up call. The Muslim must get together. We cannot let other people fight for our right. They have failed us. When something happened to us, there's no people to come and no authority to come and help us. It's just a reminder from Almighty Allah. You put your trust on them, I will leave you to them. You put your trust in me and work together as one ummah, I will help you. In tansurullah yansurukum. That's all. Number one. About when you call people to come for salah cause or any kind of activities, they give a lot of excuses. My father's call, very good. A lot of people that I came across, they are what actress, they are what singer. You ask them, who is your father? Mufti. My father is Mufti, but I'm a singer. You can say anything you want. We will pray, may Allah guide you. Our duty is to introduce you, remind you, invite you. You accept the invitation, good for you. You don't accept, at least I have done my best. It's like the Prophet. His duty is to tell you, to convey the message. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَى وَاللَّهُ يَهْدِي مَن يَشَاءُ. This is the same stand we all must have. Our duty is to convey you the good news, share with you the good thing, and then after that, it's up to you to choose. So you don't say to me next time, why you don't tell me? Now your friend who you invite them, one day maybe after years, then they realize they cannot come back to you and say, why don't you tell me you are not a good friend of mine? You never share all the good things with me. They can't say this to you anymore. Because you have done your part. But again, number two, normally if you want to call anybody to respond, you want to invite them to respond to your invitation, you must try your best to get close to them. Build a very good PR. Sometimes they may feel insecure. They are not sure whether what you are telling them is true or not. So the best way to stay away sometimes. You must develop the trust in them that you mean well. You are very good. You care about their future. You care about their ibadah. You care about their iman. Show them. Good example. We hope that inshallah they will pick up all the good things from us. I know it's not easy. It's not easy for you to call a group of people who are far from the truth to come back to the truth. But we don't give up. It's not easy for you to change the mindset of another person. But you don't give up. You try your level best and keep on trying and pray to Allah. May Allah open their heart and their mind, and the rest you leave it to Allah. But you don't give up. No problem. Yeah, don't worry, inshallah. As long as you let the Prophet, they have conveyed the message. Whether they want to follow the prophets or they don't follow the Prophet, have no responsibility anymore. That's why Allah said, وَمَا عَلَيْكَ إِلَّا الْبَلَى. Allah is telling the Prophet, your duty is just to convey the message. The rest you leave it to Allah. But you convey the best way, in the best form, in the best manners. You don't give up. Today your approach is not been respond. They don't accept. Try another approach. Sometimes if I talk to you, you don't want to listen to me. Because you have a mindset about me already. Even what I say is right, but you just can't accept from me because you just don't like me. I cannot give up. I may call a friend who he respect. I will talk to the police. No, he's a good brother, but I don't know why he don't like me anymore. Maybe he liked me when I'm young, but now I'm old, he don't like me anymore. You see, I'm the old-fashioned, but he still respect you. He's very good to you. Try to tell him. Maybe indirectly you go through another person. That person reach him and he accept. So don't stop. You cannot go direct. You go from the different angle. Never stop doing good thing. It's a challenge. It's just like our children. We want to give them the best. We want them to be the best. We always give them the best advice. But sometimes they don't listen to us. Do we stop? No. Then we talk to our husband, the father. Please remind our children. Maybe they will accept from the father. And sometimes when the father keep on nagging, they don't want to listen anymore. But they listen them from the mother. If the mother so they don't want to listen, maybe there are some elders that they respect more. No, they believe in them more. The same go to the children. If their father is not doing the right thing, the mother is not doing the right thing, the children is good, they must remind the parent. But now the parent is looking at the children. You are telling me? Who are you to tell me? I send you to UK and you come back with the Arab kind of thinking. You come back and talk about Islam to me. You should speaking to me. I want the Western value, not the Eastern one. No. Because they look at you differently. You are my son, you are my daughter. What you know? You know nothing. So little. Don't tell us you know nothing. We eat. What do we eat? We eat salt more than you eat rice. Khalas. But the children don't give up. The children may know somebody who's elderly. Inform them, can you please try to talk to my parent? And that person must use his wisdom. He cannot come. You know your daughter and your son come and complain to me about you. Then khalas. Oh, from my children. Then they will never accept. And then the scholar that you are referring to have no wisdom. The scholar cannot approach them in that manner. He must use his wisdom. Or maybe you have an uncle who the parent love and respect. You tell the uncle in a nice way so the uncle knows what's happening, so the uncle will come to us and then try to talk to us. We may accept. You see, sometimes the good thing, inshallah, people will respond to, but the approach and who is talking to you, this is also another problem. You know, this is also another problem. Ali have said this very long time, 1,000 years ago. Unzur ila ma qal, la tanzur ila man qal. Look at what is being mentioned to you, what is being said to you. Don't look at who is saying. The one may be talking to you, he is right. But he is just a layman, a normal person like you and me. We are not great scholar. But what he say is right because he is supported by the book of Allah. Cannot go wrong. But now you look at him, who are you to tell me? Do you have a BA? Yes, bapa kepada anak-anak. You have MA, PhD. Who are you to tell me? No, I have the book of Allah. If they refuse, khalas. You pray to Allah. Yeah, inshallah. Yeah. Don't give up. Try from the different direction. Bring them to have tea first. Yeah, sometimes you don't know. Yeah, having food, sometimes you open their heart. Number one, have food, they are going to open their mouth. They are going to open their stomach. Then the food can go in. Then slowly we hope their mind also is open. Inshallah. Any last question from the sisters? Naam, Sister Aisha. These are all the team who follow us for Hajj in 2011.
Assalamualaikum Ustaz.
Waalaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'm sorry if this question has been asked before, but in talking about intoxicants, for alcohol, we know it's prohibited even if it's used in cooking. And I think you answered before that even if you carry it to sell, help someone sell, that's prohibited. But what about plants? Plants that are known to intoxicate, but studies have shown that they can be used for medicinal purposes as well. Can you explain that, please? Thank you.
It's very important that the sister is saying about something that is very relevant today, about things that intoxicate you. Anything that intoxicate you is haram. Okay? Now, the saying of the Prophet was very well phrased. The Prophet said, Kullu sharabin. Kullu sharabin asqara fahuwa haram. The Prophet used the word sharab. Sharab means in the form of drinking, liquid. Any kind of drink that intoxicate you is haram. Okay? Now you talk about plant. Plant is plant. It's not a drink. It's herbs. Of course, anything you overdo it may cause harm to you. But there's no haram herbs, haram plant. How about cocaine, drug? Today we turn into drug. It's the way we make use of this plant. But if this plant is halal and you make use in a halal manner, then it's halal. And that's how it goes. Yeah. We know some medication have certain kind of plant from so-called, we say, cocaine, and yeah, or now the traditional, the ganja and all these are from the plant. It won't cause harm if you consume it correctly. But if the drink, normally this kind of drink is being processed. Like I said, grape juice. Is grape halal? Is halal. And then grape juice, is grape juice halal? Is still halal. Is grape vinegar halal? Is grape vinegar is still halal. But after a long process, it becomes vinegar. But if I want to process this grape into wine, when it turns into wine, and wine, this kind of drink will intoxicate you, is the wine haram now? Or halal? What make it haram? It's not the beginning is haram, the beginning is okay. Is how you process it, for what reason. And that's how it goes. Yeah? So a lot of things begin with halal until you process it with the intention to turn it into something that intoxicates you. Then that's where the haram comes in. Yeah. Last question from the brothers. No. Father, the brother. Yeah.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah barakatuh.
You did tell a story about Fatimah when she was very tired and then asked for Rasulullah help her, and then Rasulullah said that I can give you better, but you stopped there. Can you share with us what the things or saying about that? Because was that zikir or subhanallah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah?
Yeah, that is the zikir. That is the
just,
zikir.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Very interesting, yeah? Because they alert what did I say and what did I stop halfway, you know. Is a zikir, yes. Sometimes we underestimate the power of zikir. But the zikir must be from the Prophet, not by just anybody. Now there are a lot of zikir going on, yeah. That you'll be surprised, you know, that even the Prophet do not know about this zikir because it's not from him. The Prophet only know what he taught and what was the thing that he was doing, but we have more than that. Yeah? So you must, the zikir is powerful. I believe most of the sisters know about this zikir. By praising Allah, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha. Sometimes you have subhanallah bihamdi, subhanallah al-azim. There are so many kinds of zikir that the Prophet recommend, and you do it consistently. This zikir is just like a supplement. You do it daily, istiqamah. Then the impact is there. But you only do it when you need. You know. When you have problem, then subhanallah. After that, no subhanallah, no alhamdulillah, nothing. Me, it's me. Then the impact is not there. Yeah? Anything you want to do, brother, do it properly and be consistent. Istiqamah. Then inshallah, yeah, Allah's help will come to you. He'll give you the, and you can still feel the pain, but now everything turned into a blessing. Everything turned into a blessing because you are doing for the sake of Allah. You know. Sometimes people ask me, I give you one last example. How do I cope with my activities? Travel in, out, morning, noon, another. Today I have how many? I started with one before the class start, and I continue the class. After this I have a meeting. After meeting I have another majlis. So sometimes they say, how do you cope? I also don't know. I also don't know how I cope with it. But as long as Allah gives me the energy, as long as I can still move, I move. Until Allah says, time for you to rest. Then I rest. And we have some good sisters, some good family who always say, Ustaz, you must take a break. I said, for me to take a break is so difficult, I do not know. When can I take a break? Some people who are smarter than me say, we will plan for you. And they really plan for us. Now, you come with us. And now, no other activities except just relax. Of course, we do still have some activity because we have to pray. And after pray, I want going to give some tazkirah. You know, they say short tazkirah, okay. Yeah, because that is our lifestyle. No, we cannot forget Allah. We cannot just waste our time while we are eating. We also talk about Islam, but we are not so hectic run here and there. You know, when I was in Jakarta for just 3 days, 2 nights, I can feel the tiredness. Yeah, this trip, because it's the traffic jam. Only Allah knows about Jakarta traffic jam. You know, from my hotel to a mosque is normally half an hour, but it takes 2.5 hours. From another mosque to another area is just another mosque. It's just about 45 minutes. But I have the student who told me, be careful. We said, move early, move fast, because it will take you 6 hours. 6 hours. No lah. I say it's just you're just pulling my my leg. I said, yeah, but it take me 4.5 hours. And people were still talking to me in the car, I also can't rest. They say you can rest while you are in the car, but people is still talking. So they keep on talking. I keep on respond until they stop. I also stop. They stop because I fall asleep. It's like, Dr. Zakir Naik, he sleep very little, but he was trained to sleep maybe just 2-3 hours per day. If we were not trained to do, we got migraine already. But he also trained how to sleep very fast. They call the power nap. While in the car, when you're in the car, they talk few words, boom, silent. Then you know he's gone. And after maybe half an hour, boom, he's alert again. Continue speaking. Sometimes things happen in life. But life also is very short. We are going back to Allah anytime. Whatever we can do, we try to do our best. That's all. So sometimes, we know there's a lot of trial, difficulty. That may Allah make it easy for all of us. When you have the opportunity to do something for Allah, just do it. Intention must be correct and give the best. So don't forget to pray for me too, for my health, so that I can do what Allah wants me to do, and I enjoy doing it. Sometimes I know even my family is missing me too. They want to plan, but they forget that they have to plan early if they want me to be there. When I commit, then it's very hard. I don't want to let down. I break the promise. It's not good. But I feel bad. But may Allah guide all of us, help us, and make them understand. And I believe my family, they are very patient. They know what we are doing. Even we are not with them when they need us, but they still, they're open to it. Until we see you again, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.